All right, moving on to our next game. Another space game. This is Space Launcher. Released in 1979. Let's take a look at the artwork. There's our advertisement flyer. Space Launcher, the Japanese one with cocktail and upright cabinet. And another one by Nintendo. So, I'm not for sure, but again, the popularity of Space Invaders in 1978, Nintendo was already doing toys and manufacturing toys. We've already seen Nintendo do 2 other Space Invaders clones. One was earlier this year, and then this one were released sometime in 1979. So this is the second one we've seen. I don't know if it's an exact Space Invaders clone, but we'll see. So Casey Club Kirby said from the chat, it feels like Taito should issue cease and desist to these to these companies, and I don't know the legality behind it, but yeah, there's so many clones. All right, so yep, controls are the same, left, right, and shoot, and then programmed all in color. All right, no manual. Let's see what Space Launcher's like. It's 1979. We're in the arcades playing Space Launcher by Nintendo. This is so fascinating, playing the games by Nintendo. The first one we ever saw was Sheriff, and then after that was Monkey Magic, and then we saw 2 or 3 Space Invaders clones. It's amazing seeing Nintendo start this way. I wasn't expecting that. All right, so let's put a quarter in and see what happens. Got some ditties in the background. That's awesome. All right, so 1 player only. This is Space Launcher by Nintendo, and you can see at the bottom, I am a missile. I'm already dead. The movement was very slow. I didn't have enough time to react. Oh, I see. So you're supposed to just shoot off the missile, and now that you control the missile and have an acceleration to shoot it up to get... Oh, cool. Okay, you're trying to hit as many as you can on the way, it looks like. And then you try... Oh, I guess if the point doesn't hit, I don't get the all the way. But we're trying to get to the bay on the end, so let's see. There we go. Okay, so we're trying to get from one side to the other, and then we reverse. Now we're going back down. Cool. There we go, and we get the points after we go all the way back up and down. Okay, that's pretty cool. We have seen a game that did this 2 ways. They had the rescue mission going down one way, and then they had the missile that shoots up. So we've seen this kind of a dual game mode before, only in one other game. So Nintendo is, I don't know for sure it's taking that idea, but good concept, and I'm getting vibes of this game from other ones in the future, specifically Frogger, going from one end of the screen, but going back down is pretty cool. So we haven't seen, we've only seen one other video game of all the video games where you go back down after you go to the top of the screen. I really want to know what the sparkles at the end of the missile mean. Like, as soon as the sparkles hit, oh, see, it can hit the side. You got to make sure it hits the point at the end. So cool. Nintendo. I want to know who programmed this. Someone quick, look up Space Launcher. Who was the developer? Because it says R&D 1, and R&D 1, Gunpei Yokoi was the lead of R&D 1 at some point. And so I don't know if he was with Nintendo at this time or not, or someone else did it. Yeah, this is a blast. And the wanting to play, yeah, I'm actually, of all the games we played in 1979 in the arcades, this one actually makes me want to keep trying and get more points for it. So that's awesome. Any game that makes you not want to stop, you got to give it 4 at least. All right, so we're going to go and give that one, because of the concept and how much fun it is, we're going to give it 4.5. That's pretty cool for 1979. And we got the good music in the background, too. All right, Nintendo, I feel like they're going to do something great. Let's move on to our next game. This is Starfire 2. We've seen Starfire. It was a ripoff of Star Wars. And it looks like this is a sequel, but is it really a sequel? Let's take a look. It's 1979. We're in the arcades playing Starfire 2 by Exidy. This is every video game. Yes, it is the exact game we saw before by Exidy. It was just called Starfire, and this one is, I guess, cashing in on more of it. All right, so if you haven't seen it before, check it out. This is pretty cool. This is an arcade experience. Press start to begin mission. The galaxy is depending on you. Good luck. And everything you see over on the sides, this is what the arcade cabinet had. It was still an upright cabinet, but it was giving you a lot of artwork so that it kind of went over the top of you to make you feel like you were in a cockpit. All right, so we push start, and the way it works is you move it like a you're piloting a plane. And we didn't take a look at the joystick. The joystick is a full-on control, like a cockpit control. But you can tell that I'm shooting what looks a lot like TIE fighters. Star Wars was so big. And this one is definitely ripping that part off. But the way it plays, very simple, fun. It makes you feel like you're playing a Star Wars game. But it's Starfire by Exity. And sound effects are minimal, possibly. Oh, we got a big one. It's the Star Destroyer, or whatever they called it for Starfire. So awesome, awesome. It is something we have seen because Starfire had come out, but we're gonna go ahead and give that one 4 stars because Exity obviously spent a lot of time on that one. Ripping off Star Wars. That's the way to go.